given your story, I find it really inspiring, Lewis, that you got into a place to get married. I mean, you've been through a lot, and then you come out the other side, and you're very successful. But I'm curious, and you know the data on how marriage, there's so much data out there that marriage is better for you financially. It's got health benefits, all this, but you're still brand new. As we sit here today, you're 6 weeks in.
6 weeks in.
Without getting you in trouble.
Yeah.
How is life different actually being married?
Well, I felt very whole before getting married. And I think that's why this relationship feels different for me. Because I used to get into relationships from a broken place.
Yeah.
From a place of lack, scarcity, or desire, temptation. Like I was driven by the wrong things. Where in this relationship, I did the reverse of everything intentionally from all the previous relationships. And I'd been in like 5 or 6 kind of long-term relationships since I was 18. And it always ended poorly. And it ended with a lot of stress and anxiety and me feeling like I was people-pleasing. And I'm sure it ended poorly for them as well. There's nothing wrong about them. We just weren't the right fit. And at the end of the last relationship when it ended, I was just like, I am doing everything differently. And I ended that relationship in therapy. Every relationship I was in ended in therapy. And the women never wanted to go, which I don't know if ladies here, if you ever, I was like, what? Women would do anything for their man to go to therapy with them. But for some reason, I chose the only women that didn't want to go to therapy. And it was, again, I attracted based on a wound. And it's all good. But it ended in therapy, and I was like, I'm going to keep doing therapy because I want to continue to feel like I'm healing and I'm not repeating this pattern. And so with Martha, I was very intentional about the dating phase and not being sexually intimate for many, many months and saying, this is not happening. It's not something I wanted to do. I wanted to get to know her without having chemicals bonding us and confusing my judgment. So I wanted to truly see her values, her beliefs, and how her behaviors matched or didn't match those beliefs. So I was able to make more of a conscious decision from hanging out to dating to committed boyfriend, girlfriend, I guess if that's what you can do in your 40s,
Right.
And then from there into an engagement into marriage. And it was about really seeing her heart and her character and her doing the same for me. And there was a couple things I said before we made a commitment to dating exclusively, which was, one, I'm not getting into a relationship unless you're open to doing therapy with me at the beginning.
Good for you.
And that was probably the best thing that we did together.
I'm sure.
Not because something was wrong, but because I wanted to accelerate the process of making sure we were in alignment with our values, with our vision, with our lifestyle, and just making sure that we are on board with who each other are values-wise.
I'm so happy for you. Can I say that?
Thank you.
I'm
happy for me.
I'm coming up on 27 years, and I am a proponent of marriage.
Yeah.
It is hard.
Yeah.
You have just entered into the most difficult relationship that you'll ever be in.
Is it more difficult than being a parent?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. It is the hardest relationship because it requires so much sacrifice and it requires so much service. And as in our humanness, we also have pain.
Of course.
And so it is difficult, but it is worthwhile. It's like saying a marathon is really hard.
Yeah.
No one's griping about it. A marathoner will go, this will be the hardest thing you ever do.
Yeah.
Or a triathlon.
Rewarding. Yeah.
It's absolutely worth it.
There's rewarding hard and there's suffering hard.
Well, it's both. A true marriage, there will be time where you suffer. It's life.
Sure, 100%.
It's life.
But it's your interpretation of the hard.
Yeah, but it is. But I would say, that's right. And I'm agreeing with you, but I'm saying that I want people to hear this. This is a fun conversation because the root word for passion means to suffer. And when Mel Gibson calls it the passion of the Christ, he actually got it right, whether you like Mel or not. But that's the fact.
Yeah,
and so this idea that I'm willing to suffer.
Yeah, I'm willing to go through any type of pain, but I'm not willing to give up who I am for that pain or people please again.
Don't have to do that.
Change myself to make someone happy or discount myself.
But if you ever see your wife go through a medical scare, I promise you, you're going to suffer.
Oh, yeah, no.
Someone hurts your wife.
It's not easy.
You're going to suffer. That's what I'm getting at.
I agree with that 100%.
So the point is, it'll be the hardest thing, but it will absolutely, but harder than raising kids, yes, because the kids are going to come and go. That's the freaky thing nobody really prepares you for.
Yeah.
Like I've got one in college now, right? And the first time you drop your kid off at college will be one of the most devastating things you face.
Wow.
Because you realize now this chapter is
Complete.
it's done.
Yeah.
And now there's a new chapter where the relationship changes.
Yeah.
Having said that, I'm really, really happy for you. Here's the question on marriage. Last question on marriage. How, and it may be too soon, how has it changed your perspective as a professional?
I mean, I just called it right before I even came on here, and I was just telling her how inspired I am to be here and to be around, the Ramsey community. And she was like, "Oh, I asked Dave about like marriage and money and this because we'd done all these like kind of prep work still, but I want to be a lifelong learner.
Yeah.
It's not like we figured out a system and then we just stick to it for life. I think it's always evolving, and I just want to keep learning. How do I improve? How do I grow? How do I get better at something? But what it's giving me is like, I was very self-identity before in terms of like, this is my business and my money and I built this and, all these things. Mm-hmm. And over the last year, as we're like, we're getting married, this is happening. It's like, this is ours, And for me, it feels like a different level of trust and partnership than I've never had.
Yes.
It's only been 6 weeks, but it's been the conversation for a year before getting officially married. And I think the spiritual marriage of it has made me feel like, we are in this together. Even though we were in it together before, but now I feel like, things are logistically moving and spiritually aligning to where I feel like we are going to be able to create magic at a different level.
Yes.
And really magnify both of our talents together, which I'm excited about. So